What's up, DJ fan? Welcome to another video on the channel. Welcome to another episode of Start to Spin. My name is Diego, also known as DJ Pretty Boy, alongside my boy Shay, also known as DJ Shay. And together we started this journey to talk about DJ related content, such as tips and tricks, of our experiences, our knowledge, and just share it with you guys. So whether you are a seasoned DJ or a new DJ just getting started, this is the spot to be. And with that being said, let's go ahead and roll this intro.
Oh,
Yeah,
we got some
we're
got
back.
some
We're
new,
back.
some new on that intro this time.
Gotta just sound different, man. You know, every now and then.
You got the new sound at the beginning, and then the like, comment, subscribe at the back. That was cool.
Yeah. All right, but today we're gonna talk about something very, very cool. I think is actually one of the things that helps you the most when it comes to like advertisement type of thing, and it's what we call reviews and word of mouth. How important they are, why are they so important, and like it can make or break your business when it comes to like having a good amount of reviews, a good amount of word of mouth. It's a great form of making yourself known as a DJ or as a business. So go ahead, Shay. Let me know what you got.
Yeah. So for me, I mean, the reason I think about this and I place so much emphasis on this is because for me, right, when you're looking for a restaurant or a new service you need, the first thing I do, and I'm sure most of people do, is go on Google and search whatever haircut near me or cleaners near me, or something like that. And if you don't have somebody that is a good DJ, first thing you're gonna do is look up, wedding DJ on Google and see what pops up in your area. And then the next thing you're gonna do is look at the reviews. Who has the highest reviews? Because if somebody has, even like when you look at people that have 4-star, like 4.0 or something, you're like, oh, that's a little weird. You're looking for like high 5-star, 4.9, 4.7 kind of stars. So for me, like, when you're kind of targeting new clients and trying to book people, reviews are important. But at the same time, one of the things that we're going to talk about is how important really are reviews versus the good and trusted word of mouth. What are the differences? Is one better than the other? Obviously, I think you need both of them. But just for discussion's sake, talking about what one offers, what reviews can do for you versus what word of mouth can do for you.
So yeah, pretty much, and that's one thing that I always said. At least with me, word of mouth is huge in my area, or I guess in my business, because that's how I've been getting a lot of gigs. It's just people listening to what I'm doing, they like it, and they're like, okay, like they call me, or the previous client shared my contact information with them so we can get more. Like, actually, the wedding that I'm doing next week is a word of mouth from the wedding that I did. That, remember, at one of my gigs, we were like barely made it to. It was raining, and it was like it was so far away that I forgot my key.
Oh, that one, yeah. Then
so
you were late.
They went to that wedding.
Oh,
and from then, like, that's how I got this gig for next week.
Nice.
So that again, that's word of mouth, and that helps a lot, especially like if you're not so big into like social media yet, which you should be big on social media right now. Like, you should be posting as much as you can, as little content as you can, but like constantly. It helps a lot. You might think you go unnoticed, but you don't get unnoticed. You are gonna get on eventually. And every single event, and like I always say, every single event you do, give it your 100, 200, 300, 400%, because you never know who's watching and who's gonna, from there, it's a whole bunch of people that are probably gonna want your business.
Yeah.
For their events. it's never a, like, oh yeah, it's only, it's a little birthday party or whatever. No, like your mentality should be like, this is like every single party should be like a wedding, but like
Yeah.
instead of having like formalities, it's just boom, straight party. So like your house parties, your regular birthday parties, graduation parties, all of those, like always give it 100% as well, because you never know who's watching.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's, I think word of mouth is the most ideal one, right? To get business, because one, okay, obviously if they already saw you perform, then that's it, But technically, word of mouth is more of like, okay, somebody had you for a wedding, and then one of their friends is getting married, and maybe they weren't there, or they're like, do you have any recommendations from when you got married? And then that's when they say, oh no, we recommend, DJ Pretty Boy, because we had a great time, and they, let's say, especially like this, when we're like kind of a specialized DJ, right? You're doing the Hispanic weddings, I'm doing the Indian weddings. The people are sometimes they're looking for, like, if it's a Hispanic couple, or they're looking for kind of the 50-50 mix, they're looking for a specific kind of DJ too. So they're like, oh yeah, this guy did exactly what you would want, and we had a great time, we recommend him. And when a friend is telling you that, you're going to reach out to that person. They're going to reach out to you first over anybody else that they find online that they don't have like a trusted friend recommending to them. So that's why I think word of mouth is the best. You get the kind of gigs that you like to do too, right? Because it's like, okay, chances are the event that you did was kind of the one that was up your alley in terms of the client, in terms of the kind of music they wanted. So then that's the kind of person that they're going to refer to, versus getting on reviews. You're just getting anybody and everybody. They just see your reviews, that you have good reviews, but they may not be like the exact kind of event that you like to do, or that you may be fit for. I've found, like, in terms of getting quality leads, I think you get much more quality leads through word of mouth. But you can get a higher quantity on the internet. You can get more leads, but they may be people that are just looking for the cheapest DJ, or they're just, reaching out to you because you have good reviews, but they may not be looking for, like, someone that does a Hispanic party, or someone does Indian. They might just be like looking for a DJ in general, and just reached out to you because you have the good reviews. What kind of experience would you say you've had, like, because you have a Google reviews and like a Google page too, right? And so when you get leads through that versus when you get leads from like word of mouth, like, how would you say they're different?
So I want to say it's like an 80-20. 80% is word of mouth, 20% is like the Google thing.
Google, yeah.
So I have a website for I created I had a website, and like one of my friends was actually he graduated from what's it called, like web developer, he's a web developer.
Oh, yeah.
So he needed practice or whatever, and he was like, "Yo, can I build your website?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, you go ahead, build my website," because I didn't think about that before. And he was like, let me build your website and whatever, I'll do it for cheap. I'm like, all right, cool, man, like, to help, and it helps me, helps him. So, and then after that, he was like, yeah, so you're going to have to open up a Google business account type of thing. So, people can put the reviews there. And then from there, we're going to link it into your website. So they can see it both ways. So I'm like, all right, cool. But I seen like I don't get a lot of traffic on my website or on my Google thing. But exactly what you said is like the perfect combination, because when you see reviews, you go and based on other people's experience, but you don't know what type of music we played in that in that event, or how the environment was. It was perfect for them, or they loved it because it was tailored to them. You don't like, none of the comments says, oh yeah, like it would. They don't go into like specific details as to how the night went. They just on reviews you get, oh yeah, he's a great DJ.
Yeah.
Like he had the party going all night, which and everybody knows, like it's never all night. There's like points at time that you get like few people in dancing, and then the rest of the night, it's like a party. You know what I'm saying? But it all depends on the crowd that you're working with. No bride, no groom, no birthday boy is gonna say that their party sucked. It's rare, especially on a wedding.
Yeah, unless they didn't like
unless you really messed up, like,
or they just don't like you.
Yeah, if it's like humongously, and like you made a huge mistake, then yeah, they'll probably write something down. But like besides that, they'll like go look over it if it's like an okay event. But also in word of mouth, they're actually telling people, yo, he can do this and this and this because I seen it. I seen what he can do. So right there, and that's what I said on the other videos that we talked, that when I get a word of mouth, it's pretty much like 80% or 90% is already like sold. I don't really do much.
And they know the price too. They usually tell them, "Oh, how much do you charge?" Right? So then they're going to already tell them the price, what to expect.
Yeah. So when I do that, when I know if there's a word of mouth or if they calling me from like Google, I know like how to take how to take the call. If it's word of mouth, I know it's like more laid back because I don't have to sell myself. And two, it's gonna be very chill conversation because they already know what I can do based on either they were on an event that I did or someone told them about us, and then like, yo, they were good, I was there, I seen them, whatever. It's completely different to read a review and you never seen how they work, like what they have or anything like that. How does everything work? It's crazy. But at the same time, when it comes to, at least for in a DJ perspective, how like reviews and word of mouth and anything that has to do with like anything positive that comes from a client to you, one, it builds trust and credibility, because people are more mount to trust you when they see like a whole bunch of like 4.5 or 5 star ratings, and then those positive reviews and like the word of mouth recommendations from the satisfied clients, or the people that were there, because sometimes you get reviews from people, not even the clients, it's just people that were there and then they really love what you did. It brings the trust among the potential clients. That's one huge thing. Another thing that it helps when you get reviews, or when you get the word of mouth or referrals, basically referrals. It's like expanding your reach. There is so far that we can go, but when other people are telling somebody else, and then this person tells 5 other people, and that 5 other people tell other 5, you're looking at 10, and then so on, and it keeps growing. So with that, you reach more people. More positive reviews helps way more to expand, and eventually you would need to go as a multi-up. You're gonna need somebody else to help you, because it's gonna get to a point that you're gonna have so many gigs that you can't break yourself in two and be here and be there. So that's another thing that I think is a good thing. Go ahead.
We got Jason in the house. What's up, Jason? He said having a significant amount of reviews, especially 5-star ratings, are very important. When I first started out, I didn't get gigs because I had no reviews. Yeah, no, I agree.
That's another thing that I was doing horrible. I never asked for reviews. I never asked for anything. Like me, I would just go do my job and leave. But once I opened up my website, and my friend told me, yeah, you need to get a Google account, so because people are gonna Google you, whatever. And in my head, like at first I was like, man, who's gonna Google me? Like, yeah, I'm nobody, right? But then no, like literally people started like Googling like DJs near me, or something like that. The more reviews you have, the more ratings you have, and especially if it's like 4.5 and above, that puts you higher in the ranking of like to show up as DJs. So you wanna do that. Like right now, I think I have like 28 or 29 reviews. Luckily, and thank God, they're all 5 stars. So far.
That's the thing. That's the scary thing about reviews. I think there's so much you can talk about with reviews, but it's like, you gotta a lot of people, right? When I pick a restaurant, I'm looking at the reviews. If I'm going to a new restaurant, I'm like, all right, this one it has bad reviews or something. And what I'll even do is I'll look at the lowest reviews to see like, all right, what are people complaining about on things too? So I use reviews myself, and even if, like, let's say you get an event from word of mouth, you might have the clients might want to see reviews of you too, just to make sure like everything's okay. So they might ask you like, hey, do you have a link to your reviews? And especially like when you're starting out, it's like, okay, you don't have word of mouth yet, right? Because you haven't done any gigs. So if people are trying to book you for the first time, and you don't have reviews, and you might even have to offer to do things on the cheap, just so you can build up that, show that a base that you can do it. You get some reviews from those people. And that's one of the things I wanted to also, that reminded me of, like, for when Jason brought this up, is when you don't have reviews, do you ever provide like incentive to people? Like, all right, if you write me a 5-star reviews, I'll I'll give you a $50 Amazon gift card, or like $50 off, or something like that. Have you ever done anything like that before?
I don't want. I mean, I don't know if other people do it. That's cool, but I don't buy. I don't want to buy reviews. I don't want to bribe anyone to give me a good review.
Yeah.
Not now, obviously now. Before, again, I didn't care about it because it was not in my mind. For actually, I was so scared to DJ because I was brand new and no one taught me anything. So the less they knew about me, the better. But I won't.
Book me without knowing I don't do this.
But like the biggest people that were actually like my word of mouth or my reviews, quote unquote, was like my daughter and my wife. They will always tell everybody, "Oh yeah, he's a DJ. He can do this." So that's how I started like getting a little more out of my comfort zone, because I was just like DJing for my people that I know.
Right.
But then from there, like, it started growing a little, and now I was like, yeah, now I need the reviews and things like that. So now it's different. Also, like with reviews, or even if you just get a text message from them saying like thank you, or giving you like feedback or improvement or anything like that. Like, reviews is specifically constructive criticism can be very valuable for us to improve. We're not perfect. Like you or me, we DJ live most of the time, like almost the whole time. So there you are bound to make probably a mistake, or like not get it on the one, or like mess up on the beat or whatever. They're not gonna notice. Maybe one person will, and that person tells you, hey, I know you messed up on this, whatever, but it probably won't happen. But I think like feedback in regards to things that you could do better, or anything that you can do better, it's also good. I mean, they don't have to put it on the comment on the review. They can just send you a text message.
I've seen people, like, if you get a text message or someone DMs you like, oh, we had such a great time, blah blah blah. Like, you can cut that out, you can blur out their name or whatever, and people like post it to their story right on Instagram, and then you can create like a saved story with, like, you can label it reviews, and then on your social media you can have a bunch of those like kind of informal reviews, or you can put those screenshots of those on your Instagram, and then that way if someone's looking at your Instagram, they could find some additional reviews. But here, let me just read what Jason wrote. I send links to leave reviews after each gig. Yeah, that's a great practice. I do the same thing, especially on the weddings that I know I killed. If there's something like the person seemed a little off, I'm like, yo, this guy could write me. He seems a little, or like it's a Bridezilla type of thing. Then I might not send them the link. If they find it themselves, is whatever. But yeah, 33. That's awesome, man. I think I have like 19 or something like that. But
yeah, me too. I think I have 19. Oh, 29. No, 29. Did I say 29?
Yeah, you said 29 earlier.
Okay, 29. Yeah.
And then also important to get reviews. Yeah. So this is one thing I want to talk about, the other platforms as well. I don't ever buy a review. Yeah. So I'm gonna address a couple of things. First, I'm gonna say the question I asked you. I do not buy reviews either, or like do any incentives. But I had a guy, because my sister was shopping for DJs, and during like his invoice, he's like, all right, and I'll give you $100 discount if you write me a 5-star review like after the event. And he just the way he did it, he just put the $100 off like then and there. But you don't have to like give it at that time. He just says, oh, if you write me if you write me a 5-star review, I'll give you $100 off. So he just takes that off the price from the beginning. And then I think, I mean, I doubt he comes after them, like, but that's the first time I saw it. And I'm like, is this how people like get like so many reviews? Because you see some companies that have like hundreds of reviews, like the big companies. I'm like, how do these people get this many reviews? I'm like, so I was like, maybe are people doing stuff like this? So that's when I thought of that.
That's one thing. I honestly think like when there's a big company and you have like thousands of reviews, I'm pretty sure that at one point some of them were bought. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the ones that have so many,
Yeah, but you do what you do, and you know what's right, what's wrong, and like.
Yeah. At the end of the day, like if the person had a bad experience, they'd write it. They either wouldn't write a review or they would write a bad review.
Another thing. I tell you one thing about this though, like you said, the DJ was offering your sister or whatever that $100 less. I guarantee you that those $100 less, it wasn't. He just overpriced it to give those $100 less. You know what I'm saying? So if his package is like 1600, he told, oh yeah, I'm gonna do 1700, but then I'm gonna take, the 100 if you give me a 5-star review. One thing that you don't want to do.
You never know.
At least for me, like ethical wise, you want reviews that are like legitimate. At least for me, like even on like my own YouTube, like when I say like if you guys have something negative to say, go ahead and say it. I don't care. Like I'll probably find something useful out of the whatever negative you say. I'm pretty sure I'll find something useful of it. So I don't care. Yes, it could hurt your business if you start getting like very low stars, but I think like 4.5 or 5, like that's pretty good. It's pretty like standard. But like Jason, he has 33 5-star. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, I'm not that far, but
we'll get back to the other platforms. But look at Jason's new comment. I'm gonna try that and tell the client I'll give you a discount if you give me 5 stars and say my ceremony EV8 speakers are the bomb. They come in Saturday. No, but
you won't have to give him money for that because your speakers are gonna be bomb.
The Everse 8 specifically. His Everse 8 ceremony speaker was amazing, and so were the Phoenix PTU 71 mics he used. No, but seriously, so I've seen people, because I know the reason I can tell, some people the reviews will have like keywords in them. Like I'll say like best wedding DJ in the Connecticut area, or like like keywords that like that they were told to write that, because those are like the buzzwords that come up on Google. So those are the kinds of things I notice is like literally when people write specific things like that, you're like, okay, like they were obviously told to say this kind of stuff.
Like they know exactly what's right.
But that's awesome, dude. The I was just looking at the Everse. There was a video like another guy did on the Everse 8, and everybody that gets them absolutely loves them. So I'm sure you'll have the same experience.
I love them.
But what I was gonna say was about the other platforms too. So okay, there's Google, but there's also all these other. There's Wedding Wire, there's The Knot, there's Yelp, there's Zola. I didn't even know about Zola. So
I don't use it.
Maybe this is a question for Jason, because that sounds like I only have Google. It sounds like you only have Google.
Yeah, I don't use none of those.
When you're sending those links to the clients, how would you do that? Would you send, all right, you can write a review at all of these, and then write one at as many as you'd like. I think it's tough because it's like your reviews can get kind of diluted if you have so many different platforms. But that's where couples are finding people. But is maybe there's one. Is there one? I think Google is probably like the top, but that's the only one I use. So I guess I don't know, Jason, you correct me if I'm wrong, but if he gets the gig from Wedding Wire, then he will send a link from Wedding Wire, because that's where he got the gig from, I'm guessing. That's true.
Sola, I didn't even know what Sola is, but anyway, that, or if you don't get it, if you just get like a word of mouth, then like Google is the one that you can give. So that's the one I give now. Is the Google one, because I mean I could give them my website and be like, can you write like if you would like send do a review on my website. But the thing is that when you do it on my website, it doesn't go to Google. But if you do it on Google, it's linked to my website. So you put a
Yeah.
review on Google, and then boom, it transferred to my website. So I rather them. That's why I send them to Google, leave
Google.
a comment there or the review, and then it automatically boop, updates
So
it.
have you ever thought about adding, like, making a profile on Wedding Wire or something like that,
No,
Diego?
no, I'm not interested.
So the thing is, the Wedding Wire contacted me. They must have gotten my information, but I had this whole meeting with them. And the thing with Wedding Wire is you have to pay them to have a spot on Wedding Wire, and then they like you know how Google's free, but Wedding Wire you have to pay them like a monthly fee to like have a thing on Wedding Wire, and I never did it, like, because I think for us it's a little different too, because right, we're trying to target specific like clients, like, you're mainly doing Hispanic or mixed Hispanic weddings. I'm doing like Indian and Bollywood stuff, so it's like, the general, like, American couple that's looking for a DJ, like, they're probably not looking for us, and they're not looking on Wedding Wire and stuff. But I know, because on YouTube everyone talks about Wedding Wire, and I've seen a lot of people talk like bad about Wedding Wire too, like, oh, it's a waste of money and this and that.
Majority of them do. Majority say the Wedding Wire is a waste of money. Like Bark too. Bark is horrible, dude.
Bark reviews.
So I'm not in Bark, but like, I just went one day just to see like what people were talking about like Bark. I never heard of it. So I went into Bark, and like you get it's like so many like people looking for a DJ, but some of them, like most of them, are like fake. So like, or they're cheap, like they're trying to pay like $300 for like a 5-hour event or something like that. I was like, no, like, to me, or in my eyes, is if you search for me, like you go to Google and you find me and then you hit me up, it's meant to be, so that's how I see it. And maybe I'll have a different perspective if I lived out of this. If I live out of this, then I'll probably be like everywhere. So because I need gigs I need a gig every single weekend. But I don't live out of this. This is my side joint, and it's something that I love to do. So like I said, I'm happy with like 2 or 3 events a night, a month. I don't need to be. I don't want to be busy like every Saturday and every Sunday.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like,
I wanted to get to that point that I'm like, fuck, like it's a job now.
Yeah,
like,
if you're not looking for more gigs, then it doesn't make sense to add on these things. But it looks, as Jason says, Zola. I do Zola if I get them from Zola, and Google if not, like you were saying. And Zola is like Wedding Wire, but you don't pay monthly. It's blowing up. Check it out. Oh, that's interesting.
So what is it like? Is it free? Is it like yearly?
Yeah, here I'm gonna pull it up right here.
Zola.
Zola. Oh, so it's like you can build like your wedding website on there. Oh, and then they just do a vendor search too.
Do a search for DJs.
Oh, but see, I gotta do all this stuff, dude. I gotta make an account.
Oh.
So it's like I'm sure there's like a vendor part of it, but yeah, I guess it's like you build your own wedding website, registry, and then you can look for venues and vendors and stuff. Become a vendor. Look at it. Become a vendor. Oh, create your free listing. Okay. It says free.
Well, probably like Bark. Bark is free until they start telling you that you have to pay.
Yeah, then pay as you go. Okay, that's interesting. Free listing. Set your lead preferences. Review inquiries and connect. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we'll take a look. We'll definitely take a look at it.
Yeah.
Looks interesting. Oh, my bad.
But
Oh, Smiley, what's up, bro?
Yeah, Smiley.
He said he doesn't have Google yet, mainly
Yo,
word of mouth. So, Smiley,
Smiley's listed on
do you have,
eBay. That's why he
help?
doesn't use Google.
Do you
Smiley's
have
on eBay.
do you do you send your eBay link? I, so you don't ask for reviews at all. You just it's just word of mouth for you.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
here.
wants
Yeah,
us
I'll
to,
check. Let me get Jason's up here. I
yeah.
found it.
All right, pull it up.
This is pretty cool.
Okay, boy, I see you.
DJ. Oh, we got the photo booth. Dude, that looks pretty cool. That photo booth. That's the one. Where'd you get that one from?
So that's not it's not a website though. Like
Oh no,
it's,
it's like this. It's like a page on Zola.
oh, so it's a okay. I
It's
got
like
you.
wedding wire. It's like wedding wire.
Yeah, I haven't
Oh,
seen the wedding
oh,
wire shop.
nice. Look at this. It says he got 15 couples on Zola.
Okay.
Nice, man. Nice, and then all the reviews right here.
Interesting.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it
there's
looks
packages there?
similar to
Oh
wedding wire.
wait, those packages are for his events, not like the packages for solo.
Yeah, I think so, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, then they put the prices on here too. That's interesting.
Yeah, but
That
this
makes it easy. That
that's
makes it
it.
easy for clients.
Yeah, this is his packages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice, man.
Yeah, man, it looks nice. Probably check it out. See what's up. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, so I mean that's the thing, right? If you're obviously if you're happy with the number of gigs you're getting and you
Mhm.
don't want more, then there's no point to
Yeah.
to put yourself out
Like
there.
don't get me wrong. If there's 1 month that I have to do like 10 events, I'll do them. It's just like I'm not dying if I don't have more than 2 or 3 events in a month.
And that's
I
when
don't
you
care.
got to go multi-op.
Yeah, that's what you got to do the Jason thing. You know.
Hey, and me now too. I'm multi-op, baby.
Oh yeah, you're multi up too.
I'm multi-op, bro. Team multi-op.
No, I don't ask for reviews. Definitely always being word of mouth. I'm working on creating separate social media for it now. Yeah, I mean, so social media is huge. So social media is very, very, very important, very huge right now with like, TikTok. Oh my God, TikTok is like crazy. Like everything is TikTok now.
I need to.
Everyone watches TikTok.
And look, here's the thing. So if people like you on social media, right? Let's imagine somebody's seen your social media content, they like what you're putting out. They might not care about reviews because
Mhm.
your reviews or your resume is everything you've been posting. Everyone's like, "Oh, you have this many followers, right? You have a number of followers, you have these stories, you have the content." Then if they see that and they see, they might not be like, "Oh, let me see your reviews," because to a lot of people, it's like I like what I see on social media. You have everything, what you're posting is what I want my party to look like, and I'll book you based on that.
Yeah, exactly. So that is our resume. We don't have a paper resume.
Yeah.
Our resume is social media, our reviews, word of mouth, all of that. That's our resume. So
Yeah.
we need to make sure that we're present in all of those when we can. If you have the money for it, like push ads and things like that. Because at the end of the day, that's what's gonna help you. That's what's gonna help you grow and be like another thing, like increase bookings. If you're looking to increase bookings, social media, positive reviews, word of mouth, it is huge. It just it just grows and grows and grows. Now another thing that you can do is like do like cost effective marketing. That's another thing that helps when it comes to like the word of mouth is cost effective because it's free. That helps you tremendously with the free advertisement. Online reviews are also, again, they're also influential without costing you any money because clients do it for free. They unless you pay them for it. but like usually it's free mainly.
Yeah. And
And
then
go
yeah.
ahead.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so Smiley wrote here. Not gonna lie, he doesn't have TikTok app at all. Yeah, dude, it's TikTok. TikTok is tough because all the younger generations use it, and I tried making a TikTok app and like a
Mhm.
profile, and I post on there, but I literally have like 3 followers, and like it's like nothing's going on my TikTok. So I don't
I
know. Yeah,
I
I
have
think
I
it's
didn't
hard.
I didn't have TikTok, but once I started like posting, I have TikTok just to post my stuff. I
Yeah.
don't really go into to like watch stuff. I just
But
post my
do people have you gotten any like bookings from TikTok yet? Or
no.
like people are like, because I've gotten some from my Instagram. Like people will see my
Bro,
Instagram and they'll
bro,
DM me.
Instagram and Facebook I have,
Yeah,
but
but
not from
I haven't
TikTok.
gotten any. Yeah, I haven't gotten any from TikTok either. So I don't know. I don't know if how maybe there's. I'm sure like the bigger DJs, they get stuff from TikTok, but I haven't personally.
Yeah, but that's another thing. Like with TikTok or like Instagram, you need to know like the hashtags that you gotta put. You have to know. You need to know all this like ins and outs of like the application to be pushed because you wanna reach a farther audience. And when you only have 3 people like following you, you only have 3 people watching you. You know, so
Yeah.
you need to
And when I'm like connecting with vendors or a client asks me like, oh, they always ask me what's your Instagram. They don't ask me what's your TikTok. Like I don't know, maybe it's a generation thing, because the vendors and clients are like more the older a little bit, and
uh-huh.
the ones on TikTok are still in high school or college. So everybody always is asking for Instagram, not for TikTok. So I've never even given my TikTok out. No one's ever asked me for it.
Yeah, no. So me neither. If they ask me, they ask for Instagram or
Yeah,
like your Facebook page.
yeah.
So, but there's I don't know if you know, but this website is called solo.to, and it's
Mm.
look I'll show you. Hold up.
Yeah. Jason says he's gotten some through Facebook too. Yeah, I haven't checked out Facebook. But
So
one thing I've seen on Facebook is those like local groups for brides. It's like brides or wedding vendor groups where brides like post on there for advice, or they post if they need a DJ or something. I see a lot of, but it gets crazy on those. Like one bridal post, I'm looking for a DJ for this date, and like there'll be like 60 responses from a bunch of DJs, and I don't know how they choose, but
yeah, that one's crazy too.
those ones get crazy.
But yeah, so
I like that.
for example, let's say that they ask you, yo, you have what is your social media stuff?
Oh yeah, like
You can
Linktree
just
kind of
yeah,
thing.
you do this like solo.to and then like minus /LRE. And
Yeah,
then
and you have
once
all
I
your
go
links.
there, you have like all the like you can actually go to I have my main I
Oh,
have my
buddy, you
main
have
website. I have a secondary website that I was creating myself.
two
So I have that. Then you can go to my YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the TikTok, my TikTok, Mixcloud, and like SoundCloud. Because I have like
where are your Google reviews, bro?
my Google
Google
review.
review link. No, but like you could put a link to that in this,
Uh,
or you
yeah.
don't want to.
No. I mean, I could, but I mean, I don't want people that haven't worked with me. That reason to give me a review for I didn't do anything with them. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So that's why I mean I didn't think about that. I should have put it.
yeah.
But
Oh,
see,
nice.
there you go.
Do
I
that.
got 29.
Nice, man. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, 29 is great because then the people that see it, they're like, oh yeah, there's a ton. And that's the thing I've seen. I don't know. It's something weird. I've seen other really big companies, like big DJ companies. Like I said, there's some that have thousands of reviews, but I've seen
Mhm.
other ones that just have like 12 reviews or something. But they're like a huge company, and I think it's because they've been there, they've been in the game so long. They operate from word of mouth,
There's
and
a lot of people like Smiley. They don't use reviews. Like they
yeah,
don't work with reviews,
they're just known in the
and it's fine.
community. Yeah. So it's like, but I think it's still good to have, like Jason said, I think it's good to have a base of reviews because every client is different, right? There's a client that may just be okay with the word of mouth, but if there's somebody that wants to see reviews just to make sure that they're not being like scammed or something, then it's like, all right, at least you have a solid number of reviews to be able to send somebody if they're like, do you have reviews that we could look at?
Now, let me ask you a question, because we touched on it, but we didn't really go into detail. How do you go about asking for reviews? Do you do it while you do your presentation, or when the first time you talk to them, you mention that at the end, or you wait until the end, see how the party went, and then you ask for reviews, or you automatically just let them know that you're gonna be sending them a link if they can give you a review? Like, how do you do it?
So the way I do it is, I don't bring it up at the beginning, like unless they ask me about the reviews. But what I'll do is, like, if it's like a client that I feel like, I'm trying to book, and, they're kind of thinking about things, in my email signature, right? You know how we have like whatever, mine says DJ Shea Entertainment, all the contact, Instagram link is in there. I have a link in there for like, check out my Google reviews, like just in that signature link. So when I respond to them saying like, oh, thanks for the call, blah, 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 all that stuff, that it will be there in the signature. I don't point it out like, hey, go down there. But if you read the email, you'll see that down there. And if you want, you could check that out. And then when I'm emailing them throughout the process, planning process, after I've booked them, that'll be in the signature too. So, that way they know, if they notice, they'll know that I have a Google reviews page. And then after the event, obviously, if it goes well, like most of them, 95%, I've never not sent one, unless it was like a client that I'm like, this guy like just doesn't care, like it doesn't even matter, like kind of a thing. But if there's like, everything went well, I'll always follow up like with an email, like, thanks so much for booking me. If they gave me a tip, thank you for the tip. And then if you have any time, like, please leave me a Google review. It really helps. Thank you. And then I'll actually put the link, like, in that email to the actual Google review page. So I'll always do it via email. I've never asked like in person, can you write me a review, like, at the party itself. I'll always just do it afterwards. And then, like I said, I'll keep dropping little, at least they know it's there throughout the whole booking process.
Okay. Yeah. So the way I do it is kind of the same. I don't mention the reviews at all until the end of the night. And like, obviously, since I've worked with them, like, I'm like very available whenever my clients need me. I'm like, hey, do you want to take a call? Let's do a video chat, whatever. Like, I'm try to be as helpful as I can to make it less heavier load on their end. I try to take some of the load if possible. So what I do is, after the event, the next day, or I wait for like maybe Monday or Tuesday, and then I don't use email though. I text. So I tell them, whoever I have, the bride of the groom, and I like, hey, thank you very much for having us on Saturday. It was an amazing time. You guys were like lit, or whatever, like however you talk. And then I do say, I would appreciate it if you would like to, if you have time, if you would like to give us a review. It really helps us, reach more people. And I only like, please be honest on your reviews. Just say whatever you feel or you felt. Just say it. I'll appreciate it. So, and most likely they say yes. So
yeah, or they just forget. Sometimes they just forget.
They say yes and they never do it. Yeah.
So I'll sometimes I'll follow up too. Like maybe like a month later or something. I'll be like, hey, hope you guys are doing well or something. I'll be like, if once again, if you're able to write me a review, but I won't do it. I won't follow up like a third time. I'll do it once more, but I won't do it again after that.
Yeah, no, I don't follow up. Once I tell you once, if you do it, thank you. If not, okay, that's fine. That's cool. Like it. Yeah, no. At least not me. I can't do that.
Yeah.
If you would have wanted to, you would have done it. Because there's 24 hours in the day.
I had a bride though, like just this last one that I did. She was like, she brought it up at the thing. She's like, oh, like let us know. We'll write you a review. And then, if you write one to us, if we don't write one, remind us until we do. Because the thing is sometimes right after the wedding, right, whatever, when we text them, it's usually, or we email them, it's usually the first couple days, and they're probably flying out, they're going to honeymoon, people are still over, there's things going on, like stuff is still settling down. So sometimes, things get missed in there. So that's why I do it again afterwards, because it's like, in all the crazy, I'm sure they're getting messages from all the vendors that they booked with, saying the same thing. So that's why I'll always follow up afterwards, just because it's timely, but then I'll do it a little bit later once things have calmed down. And then if they've, if they change their mind, or
I mean, if they tell me that, if they like, yeah, remind me, okay, that's different, because you're telling me to remind you. So it's fine. I guess I can remind you once, or I'll grab your phone and tell Siri, hey, remind him to leave me a review in a week or something, right? But besides that, like, not me. Like, I'm that type of person. Like, if I tell you something, if I ask you something, and you say yes, and you don't do it in a timely manner, I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm not gonna ask again. I'm not gonna do it again. Nor I'm gonna expect you to do it from me later. So like, that doesn't, to me, it's like, if they ask you for something, do it. I like there. If you say yes, right? If you say no, then it's okay. But if you say yeah,
well, that's right. So some people I've started doing these like live video reviews. Have you seen those on social media and stuff? It's like at the party, at the end of the party, they'll have they'll put a camera on the bride and groom. I'm sure they asked them first.
Oh, I did that on my first video. We did that. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on my first gig log. Like, literally.
Yeah, that's why it's like, if they're like, yeah, we'll write it, they'd be like, all right, you want to do it right now? Let's do it right now. Just put the camera in front of them and take that.
Yeah, so no, like, for us, and people and I were like, yo, we should open a YouTube channel, like, because we were having a lot of gigs, but we didn't think about recording or anything. I was like, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then I was like, all right, like, let's just open one. Let's see what happens. So we're like, all right, so what do we do? Like, and so I started watching gig logs to see like ideas or whatever. And then I saw like there was a lot of people like having the bride, the groom talk at the end of the night. But like, we did it and it was cool, right? But at the same time, is who in the right mind is gonna say, oh no, my party sucked on freaking YouTube? Nobody. Yeah. So like, I don't see it like it has a lot of substance.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's like, again, if anyone's done it, like, do you, everyone, we all do our own things. If it works for you, it's great. But it's also like at the end of the night, it's like, the bride and groom have so many people to see, and they're already spending time, like, just to take that time from them. It helps your business. Of course, if they're offering, or that's a totally different story. But I just think, like, to let them get it's the end of the night, they're saying bye to all their family and friends, and I'm sure they're tired too. So to, like, stick a camera on their face and to, like, get something from them is, but yeah, if it works for you, it's great, for anybody who's watching and who does it.
That'll be, yeah. So that'll be the thing. I'm trying to see if I can wait.
I see. That's the thing. Like, at the same time, yeah, like when you're getting it live like that, like, no one's gonna say something bad, but they can say no, and then that okay, maybe it wasn't a good job, but so yeah, it's not as valuable because it's not like anonymous. So sometimes on these Google reviews, you can have your names on it, but your profile name could be different. You can make an anonymous kind of review. They won't know like who did it. They're not, but to your face, aren't going to tell you it was terrible.
So like this one.
And that still shot, he doesn't look too happy, bro.
No, but he was.
Oh, then he changed.
I don't know if you guys. I don't think you guys can hear it, but.
Oh, it's kind of. I
love you guys.
But anyway, he's saying like
he said, I love you guys and stuff.
He said love you guys. You guys did amazing. Blah, blah. He was so happy. And then we got the wife. I mean, it was funny because the wife was drunk and she didn't speak English. She only spoke Spanish. So when Pee Wee was actually talking to her, he started talking to her in English, and then she's like, "Wait, what? Like, what are you talking about?" See, he's like, "What?"
Yeah, see that.
So yeah,
that's funny though.
Yeah, so then she was just like, "Yeah, they did Diego did amazing, blah blah blah." But yeah, man, it was a very very cool.
That's funny though.
Yeah.
Oh, that was on your first gig log.
It was the first one, my first
Oh,
gig load.
nice.
And then actually we did it for the second one too. But then I think the third one, then we stopped because it was just no. I thought to me I was like, nah, you know what? No, let's not do that anymore. Let's just take a picture with them to have
Yeah,
it as a
take
thumbnail,
a picture.
and then that's it. Because I don't like you said, some of them don't even want to talk.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
so
I never had someone said no, like they don't want to talk.
yeah,
But
they're so tired. Like after my wedding, dude, I was so tired. I was
like,
like,
so that was like at a 15.
oh yeah,
So, and I DJ in this event like 5 times already.
oh
But
really? For these people,
but yeah, so as you can tell, like they were lit, they were happy. Like
who's this?
that's the aunt. She was
Oh,
like, "Hey, where's your business card? Are you gonna do our other party?" I was like, "Yeah, just let us know." And she's like, "Okay."
that's funny, dude.
And that's people, yeah. So, but yeah, man, it like I'm saying, it's very very important for us DJs to be able to get reviews, to get the word of mouth, to do 100% of every single event we do, because you never know who's watching, and your next client might be in one of those parties. But yeah, reviews are humongous. They're just huge. Again, benefits of it: cost effective because they're free. Reviews are free. If you do your job right, it's free. It enhances your reputation. It builds you up. More reviews, more 5-star reviews. Enhances your reputation, increases your customer base,
Hmm.
because the more reviews, the more good reviews, the more people are gonna want to have you or book you for their, what's it called, for their events.
Well, I
Another,
think you got the video playing in the background. I can still hear it.
I turn it off. Oh, let me see.
Oh, really?
Oh, wait, hold on. That was another video.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's something playing.
All right. And then another thing is, you can once you start getting that a good amount of like reviews, you can start charging more, because like you become more wanted, and then with more demand, it's more money.
Hmm.
Like, because it's gonna get to the point that you gonna have to choose which event you want to take. Do you want to take the wedding? Do you want to take the quince? Do you want to take the birthday party? It's totally up to you. But then it depends also. It goes with the money. The more reviews, the better you do, the more you can charge, and the more the people are gonna be comfortable paying, because they see the reviews and they see the word of mouth. Oh, they hear people talking about like your services, your business, and I know that's huge. That also gives you a networking opportunities. It brings up networking opportunities, because not just clients are looking for you. Sometimes like restaurants, uh, clubs might be looking for DJs, and they're gonna read your reviews to see what you can do.
Hmm.
So it's huge. It's really really big to have good reviews.
The Smiley wrote, "We booked a wedding with Cold Sparks, Dancing on the Clouds, 360 from just DJing a high school grad pool party." That's sick, dude.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
I've never had something like that so far I
Dang,
can think of, but that's
he's
sick.
taking everything to this wedding.
And especially high school, because usually the high schoolers are just like, there are usually other high schoolers there, but this is somebody who's getting married and all those add-ons on top of it.
Yeah. Oh, dang, that's a lot.
That's sick, dude.
But-
That's the thing, like you say, you never know. You never know who's in the crowd. You never know who's looking.
Yeah.
And this
I'm intrigued. Yeah, Smiley, do you have a trailer for all this? Did he say he had a trailer?
I don't know. I don't think we've talked about that. Transportation.
Because to take like this whole thing in one, I mean, it could be 2 cars, but
I think, yeah, you need a trailer or like a big, or like maybe you rent a truck, a box truck, U-Haul or something. The bride's parents were there and they said they liked the music and emphasized they wanted what we did also at the wedding. No clean music. So that's the other thing. So you get the type of clients that fit you. When you do it word of mouth, when people have seen you, then you get another gig that's right up your alley.
Yeah, that's
for me that's super important. Like I don't like, I've started to get to the point now where it's like, I don't want to do a gig just to do a gig. Like I like to do a gig where, you know, I enjoy the people, I enjoy the music and stuff. So it's like, you know, when you're looking for those kind of quality leads, that is stuff that, you know, you're gonna have a good time DJing too, and not just something where you're required to play whatever is not really, you know, what you like is
So,
you can
so
get
you're
that
you're
amount.
my level now.
Your level, that's your level.
Yeah, that's my level.
I thought you were gonna say no, you should do all those events where you're not comfortable because you learn new stuff.
Well, no, that too. But like you're saying, right now we are that when you first start, you
Yeah,
take
you do
whatever
everything. Yeah, you do
you take
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah.
But right now, we're gotten to a point that we can kind of pick and choose. Like, yeah, if we're like dry for the whole month, then yeah, take it. But
Yeah.
if you have like a birthday party, or you have a quince for the same day, obviously you're gonna go for the quince because it's gonna pay you more, and it requires you more work, and like more fancy. It helps with like social media because you know like you're
Yeah.
gonna post your stuff and things.
More people
So
see that you're doing that.
yeah, so those things is what I'm saying. But when it comes to like pick and choosing what event you're gonna take,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're now on my on my level. We think alike. We get
Yeah.
to-
But Smiley said, so my friend keeps his 18-inch subs in his trailer, and I use a pickup when taking Dancing in the Clouds Machine 360 and my other stuff. Okay, so you guys like split it up then.
So 2 cars. That
Yeah,
makes
because
sense.
that's the thing with the 18-inch subs, man. Those things are like that takes up. If I put those 18s in my trunk, even if I had an SUV, they'd take up the whole
That's
thing.
it. It's a wrap.
18s are huge, dude.
Yeah. My 15s are
They're still pretty big too, though.
yeah, they're still pretty big. But luckily, like everything fits in my car. The only thing that doesn't fit in my car is the Dancing on the Cloud Machine.
Mm.
Like it was too bulky. So Pee Wee has to carry it in front of like in the front with him. Because it's too bulky to go
On his lap.
Yeah, on his lap. Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Or sometimes my E-Verse 8 that goes in the front with him because that's one thing that we take care of the most is my little speaker.
Yeah,
So-
that's the thing. You have like if you can fit it like just that one thing, but I know people that they'll rent like a U-Haul for the day on those type of days, you know.
I was actually thinking about getting a used car like a Ram or a freaking like Ford Transit or something like those work vans.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the small one, like the very small one, just for the stuff that I need that I have.
Well, what's also convenient about that is obviously there's a cost, but you could leave like you secure it, but you could leave stuff in there also.
Yeah, you can.
So you don't have to be unloading it into your storage or you're unloading it into your garage and then load it up again. You could just leave stuff in there and have cut down on time. Because for me, when I lived in that second floor apartment, so much of my time and reason I would turn down certain gigs that weren't paying well or whatever was because I'd have to carry everything down a set of stairs every time I need to put stuff in my car. And then after the gig, I have to carry it back up the stairs. So that would make me feel like I don't want to do all that just to do like this gig for $600 or $500.
So this is the one that I was looking at.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, so the Nissan NV200. So, but like I'm looking for one like it's more like used. Like cheaper. I don't need like this, but anyways, it would be a good investment. Like maybe like a minivan, and just take all the seats out.
Something like that.
Yeah,
It's convenient because you can. But I think if you look at like renting, it depends how much you're going to use it, right? Because if you buy it versus renting, I think you could probably do it like it probably depends on how far and stuff. But if you compare like, okay, if I rented it, if I need it this many times, if I bought it versus I rented, how much is it going to cost?
Yeah,
If you're using it a lot, then it's going to be worth it for sure.
Yeah, but at the same time is like my wife's car is a lease, so the beating that the car takes from putting all the stuff in there, and like by the end of the 3 years, it's like the car is probably like beat up. And like they wanted and then okay,
They're gonna make you buy the car at the end. They're like, oh,
Exactly.
we can't take this back.
Exactly. So we have that, like you got to take a lot of things in consideration when making, like these big purchases.
Yeah.
Talking about purchases, did you hear about the new bulb lighting movie headlights that are gonna come out eventually with like battery
Daryl Bennett,
power?
right? Yeah, Daryl. I saw Daryl's. Dude,
Yeah,
that's sick, man. Because now, hey, if they're making battery powered lights, I might hold off until those come out. Then,
look, remember I mentioned to you that I wanted to get the M50, the
yeah.
150s, but
MH1.
now I'm gonna wait until this one come out and I'll buy this one. I don't care as long as like because they're supposed to be like 150 watts, I think.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I only saw Daryl's video. Was there any other videos on it?
But no, just Daryl.
Oh, okay.
He has something with like bulb lighting.
Yeah, because how did he get it? I was like, how is this guy? I mean, where's Rick Webb right now? But
Yeah,
he,
and he
I know, like, we didn't know. We're the both lighting proponents right here. We didn't know about it either.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, what, battery power? That's
Yeah,
what we need.
That's sick because they making that one, but that means next they'll make the wash lights and other battery powered stuff too for both lighting. So
yeah,
that's cool because that's the thing, dude. Like having to run the power cord all the way down and then you got to tape it down, and because now you could just put the totem anywhere. You could put the totem on the sides, of the venue, and not have to worry about the cable management and just you're wirelessly sending the signal there already. So it's completely wireless.
Exactly.
That's a game changer. But from what I've seen, I don't know. We'll see with these bulb lighting ones, but some of the battery powered moving heads aren't as bright as the powered ones. Right now with the technology right now.
Yeah, because they have to battery consumption, so they can't really use like go 100%.
Yeah,
because then they're not gonna last that long.
Yeah.
Smiley said,
Wait, hold on.
"Yeah, ain't no before there, and I'm down the street from both legs."
Say, just walk in.
Smiley didn't go. What do you
know that meme where it's the guy's like slapping the credit card on the thing? He's like, take my money, take my money. That's what Smiley just walk into both lighting and take my money for the moving heads.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. But yeah, we already hit an hour.
Yeah. Now I'm on dinner. I'm on dinner time now.
He's on dinner time now. But all right, guys. Thank you very much for another great episode, great show, nice talk. Jason, Smiley, thank you very much
thanks for joining.
For staying with us, and we'll see you guys on the next one. All right, you have a good one. Peace.
See y'all next week.